Imagine a hotel. Not just any hotel, but a grand, imposing structure with a sinister secret lurking beneath its facade. This was not a place of rest and respite, but a carefully crafted trap, a labyrinth designed by a cunning mind for unspeakable purposes. This was H.H. Holmes's murder castle, a place where the line between hospitality and horror blurred, and where countless unsuspecting souls met their doom. The year was 1893. Chicago was abuzz with excitement, hosting the world's Columbian Exposition, a spectacle of innovation and wonder. But amidst the grandeur and celebration, a darkness festered in the heart of the city. Unbeknownst to the millions who flocked to the fair, they were sharing their streets with a monster. This imposing structure, located in the bustling Englewood neighborhood, held within its walls a chilling secret, a network of hidden rooms, secret passages, and macabre contraptions designed for torture and murder. The man who would become one of America's most notorious killers was born Herman Webster Mudgett in 1861. He entered the world in the idyllic setting of Gilmanton, New Hampshire, a stark contrast to the dark path his life would take. From a young age, Mudgett, who later adopted the alias Dr. Henry Howard Holmes, displayed an unsettling fascination with death. While other children played games of imagination and adventure, Holmes was drawn to the macabre. He was known to torture animals, a chilling foreshadowing of the horrors he would later inflict on his fellow human beings. To understand the monster Holmes would become, one must delve into the shadows of his childhood. His upbringing was far from idyllic. His father, a strict and religious man, ruled their household with an iron fist. Young Herman, a sensitive and imaginative boy, found little solace in his father's stern demeanor. His mother, on the other hand, sought solace in religion, often leaving Herman to his own devices. This lack of parental warmth and guidance left a void in young Herman's life, a void that may have been filled by his morbid curiosities. He became increasingly isolated and withdrawn, retreating further into his dark fantasies. This isolation, coupled with his obsession with death, created a dangerous cocktail that would later explode with devastating consequences. As Holmes grew older, he developed a talent for deception and manipulation. He was charming and charismatic, able to win people's trust with ease. This skill, however, masked a sinister nature. Holmes was a con man, a master manipulator who preyed on the vulnerabilities of others. He drifted from town to town, leaving a trail of broken promises and shattered lives in his wake. He engaged in insurance fraud, bigamy, and other petty crimes, always staying one step ahead of the law. But Holmes craved more. He desired wealth and power, and he was willing to do whatever it took to attain them. In 1886, Holmes arrived in Chicago, a city teeming with opportunity. It was here, amidst the burgeoning metropolis, that he would conceive and execute his most audacious and horrifying plan, the creation of his murder castle. Holmes purchased a lot across the street from a drugstore he managed. He began construction on what would become his infamous murder castle, a three-story building which he deceptively claimed would be a hotel in time for the World's Fair. The building was a labyrinthine structure designed to disorient and trap its victims. Secret passages, hidden rooms, and soundproofed chambers were all incorporated into the building's design. There were staircases that led to nowhere, doors that opened to brick walls, and chutes that delivered unsuspecting victims to the basement. The castle was a house of horrors, a testament to the dark potential of the human mind. It was a place where every detail was meticulously planned to facilitate Holmes's grisly desires. The 1893 World's Fair proved to be the perfect opportunity for Holmes to lure unsuspecting victims to their deaths. The city was flooded with tourists, many of them young women seeking adventure and excitement. Holmes, with his charm and charisma, had no trouble enticing them to his hotel. He offered them jobs, lodging, and companionship, all the while plotting their demise. Once inside the castle walls, his victims were at his mercy. He would gas them in their sleep, lock them in soundproof rooms, or send them plummeting to their deaths through his cleverly disguised chutes. The fair was a celebration of human achievement, but for Holmes's victims, it became a symbol of their tragic end. Their disappearances went largely unnoticed amidst the throngs of visitors.